Hello everybody, this is Tyler, also known as Pocket, and welcome back to Lucid9. Now, this is right after I recorded the last episode, and I just changed the settings around. All the videos from now on will be in 720p instead of 1080p. I don't think there's much of a difference in the quality for you guys, anyways. So, without further ado, let's continue. Misaki takes my hand once more as we both make our way out of the expo. Wow, back to the funkiness. Okay. Rui's face seems disconcerting. Anyways, what made me back up with the group? It's apparent Rui isn't happy with me. She avoids the eye contact, focusing her attention on the hot dog she's munching on. Hey. Look who decided to join us again. It's not like I was given much of a choice. I stared pointedly at Misaki, but she only grins. So, are you guys up to heading somewhere else? I know it's fine with me, man, as long as it's fun. I shall leave the decision up to you. You are the navigator of this expedition, Cap. Just lead the way and we shall follow. Even to the depths of Hades. Hades. Not Hades. I need to get that right. Okay then. I pull out the map and give it another scan. The Ferris wheel is gonna be Rui. I know that for sure. Tech sandbox. How about the extreme carousel? Because I'm really want to know what that is. And it's Akira. Cool. Oh, Cap! Do you see that? Her voice is going to be completely different, because I forget all the voices again. I looked at where she's rapidly waving her arm, and find myself staring at a little carousel. Yeah, it's a bit underwhelming. No! No! Behind it! Behind it? I look upward. Behind the kid-friendly circle of ponies is a much larger, much taller carousel, with a seat rising into the air as it spins. The seats are dragons. We can fly to the 7 seas and beyond. Cap, wouldn't want to do that? Probably someone afraid of heights, which no one in this group seems to be. Well, what are your guys' thoughts? Sounds great! You're exempt. You agree to everything Akira says. I so do not! I say we go for it. Try new things is always a great idea. Doesn't look all that exciting to me, but I got worse. I get to have a dragon for my minion? I look at Avery and Elizabeth, but they only shrug. Great, time to ride the spinning circle of death. It's, gotta be safer than a roller coaster, right? We trot briskly, a little too briskly for my taste. To the line, where Akira points excitedly at the carousel. Hey, Rui! Do you see what I see? I looked at where she's pointing. A couple of seats, of course. I don't know what you're saying. Why, you and Cap should ride together, of course. She blushed. Why would I want to ride with Yama? He's so fat. Excuse me? I'm sure she just meant to say that you're big-boned, Cap. That's definitely not what surprised me. I honestly don't see anything of Yama's that could be called fat. So unfair! He doesn't even exercise! I do. On occasion. Yeah! When all the planets align and the blue moon rises. He was invisible when he was in track. You could be a real hotshot if you joined track, Cap. And why would I do that? Good aim in firearms is important. So I'm just captivated by Aerie. She looks She looks adorable, okay? She just looks really adorable. She, didn't mean that kind of hotshot, Mary. Then what does she mean? The attendant chooses that moment to raise the beret. Ruby snaps to attention with a grin that's a little too shiny. Oh boy! Well, guess it's time to go. You sure don't want to hold up the line. I really feel like stretching my legs, like elephant leg room. Solo pod for me. For anyone else in the group can blink, she immediately leaps into a one-person dragon seat and straps herself in. Behind her, floods of people push past us, struggling to secure the best spot. She really needs to stop making out with the air, I swear. Clearly, Ruby hasn't watched enough dramas to know what happens when you defy fate. Do you mean dare to defy? Am I going to be able to shoot arrows and run at lightning speeds? Yep, that's a Flash reference 2 episodes in a row. What happens? I have no clue. I don't watch enough dramas either. You die, murdered, in cold blood. What? That laugh is so bad that it actually blew a piece of paper off the desk. I'm sorry, guys, if that was like really loud. Right. You know, you and Ruby are like really bad depth perception. You look like you're really close, but you're actually not. This might be a novel concept, but Ruby and I are independent people. Sometimes we like to do our own things on our own. But why do something on your own when you could do it together? That sounds really unhealthy. Just because you can do something together doesn't mean you should. Call of Duty. Sorry, I need to get a drink of water. And that cough is really bad. Yes, I did that. You strike me as a kind of person who doesn't like to ask for help, Cap. That's really random. Not really. See, there's the kind of people who would say, just because you can't do something alone doesn't mean you should. That means that they can't do anything on their own. Oh, I don't think it's that. What's the point of life if you never affect other people? This conversation is taking an interesting turn. I lean in despite myself. What do you mean by that? Well, if you live as a hermit in the Alps and you don't do a single thing, then the world would be exact the same whether you live or die. So, should you always be looking to affect other people? Interesting. Lucrezia Akira has thoughts like these. You can end up having a negative impact. So, no, not really. Think about the difference of impact between Stalin versus, I don't know, a tremendous citizen who buys a homeless guy some coffee. But, either way, Cap, that random citizen was still affecting humanity. Do everything alone. Seems lonely. I pause at that. Yes. Yes, it really does. Hey! You two might want to hurry before all the seats are taken. Taken? Trying to nail the voice down. We're on it, Your Highness. But when I look up, I notice all of the solar spaces are occupied, leaving only a couple vehicles. Well, this should be pretty simple. Akira and I ride together, negating the risk of putting up with some idiot stranger. Akira, which one do you want? Huh? We're boarding together? What? You'd rather be with the stranger? I always enjoy the opportunity to make someone stay a little more surreal. Usually, I believe her, but something about her seems unusually fidgety. Come on, I'm not putting up with some random kid who barf all over me. She's blushing. I hook my arm around hers and pull her into the nearest two-seater. A nice golden dragon with overly long lashes to make it look distinctly feminine. She promptly sits down, face completely blank, and I strap the seatbelts over us. She doesn't say a single word, even when I'm done prepping the vehicle. What's wrong? On the contrary, what's right? Pardon? Nothing! She turns her head and stares resolutely out the window, so I can't see her face. I wait for her to start some random conversation, but she says nothing. Akira. No response. The attendant drops by our car and closes the door. She takes one look at Akira, one look at me, and raises an eyebrow. Girlfriend mad? She seems to be saying. I try to shake my hand in a universal. No, this is not my girlfriend. But just 2 hands up. About, breasts, height. Shaking your hands. Okay? No, this is not my girlfriend. But she seems to take it as, I swear I didn't do anything wrong. That's because you had it up too high. You had it above face level. Or you had it at face level. It's breast level that's fine. And only shakes her head as she walks away. Did I make Akira mad? Akira, are you mad? No. Oh, okay. More silence. Another attendant's voice drones on as beginning procedure of the ride. Still nothing from Akira. So, how's life? No response. Akira might as well have turned to stone. The ride starts up in a cranky whirl, and our vehicle only begins to pick up speed, rising into the air. We ascend for a moment, stopping at a nice intermediate point, 10 feet off the ground. Having fun? Still nothing. What's going on? Hey, Akira. And we're off! That's Rui. What a fine specimen of Dracona's Rex, gracing the ring. So secret that the crowd favorite is the famous Freddy, world champion for the past 120 seasons of the Dragon Races. Why, at this very moment, we can see money exchanging hands. Because in this fictional world, betting is totally not illegal. I have no clue where this is coming from, but somehow it's a relief. I'll take a weird Akira over a quiet Akira. Akira. Wow, I can't say it pronounced probably now. Akira. Any day. Still, doesn't seem to take a change that she completely ignored me. She won't even glance in my direction. So, Akira. Come on, Freddy. I didn't raise you to be a loser. Win this race, or I'm grounding you for a month. Leans forward and slams a firm hand on the neck of our dragon, which startles me. Our seat flies higher, as if in response. That's more like it. Show me that my life savings spent on JPDA certified grass-fed, gluten-free, organic carrots will pay dividends. Aren't carrots for horses? Some dragons are vegetarian. Are you mocking their dietary sacrifices? I really didn't peg you as much such a dragonist person. What? You see, I'm the esteemed Sir Angle, trainer of dragons worldwide, and you are just a significant little Sir Caraway. Why those names? I'm Angle because I want to be an angel. But no matter how close I get, I can't. And you're Caraway, because whenever you have a care, you throw it away. And on that sick burn, I'm gonna take a drink. Nice water. At this, Akira seems to renew her determination to ignoring me, because she turns forward again, renewing the scolding of her erstwhile dragon. Freddy, you must redeem yourself. There's rising newcomers on the scene, you know, backwater talents like Macaf, Liftable, Hagen, are taking their respective nations by storm. Don't tell me that your age is getting to you. I mean, he's been around for at least under 20 years, apparently. That's pretty old by my standards. The end is in sight. Go for the finish, Freddy. But just as she stands up in her seat, only to be stopped by a belt, and waves one arm dramatically forward, the ride begins to slowly lower, pulling back to speed. No! But yes, our time on the ride has come to an end, judging from the deceleration. This seems to push Akira into a frenzy. I should have known! If you were what you eat, the Freddy just became GPDA certified, fed, grass-fed, gluten-free organic carrot. And no race can be won by a JPDA certified grass-fed gluten-free organic carrot. She still doesn't look at me even as she unbuckles the seatbelt and jumps out of the vehicle. I barely catch her arm as she leaves. Hey, Akira. What's the big deal? You let go of that arm, Cap. She suddenly sounds very, very serious. I let go of her arm. You're avoiding me, aren't you? Avoiding your face is very different from avoiding you, Cap. What's that supposed to mean? It means that it's time to meet up with the others. I think she has a crush on him. Kind of like all the girls in this, apparently. She bounds away before I can stop her. Great, because I have to follow along. The rest of the group has reconvened by the map. Some noticeably more thrilled than others. How was it, Ruby? Being in the pod by yourself? Oh, not you too, Miki. Akira, how was it for you? Me? Well, I had fun. I sat in a pod with this kid who I convinced to check out Gover Metcher. Mecker, not Metcher. Yeah, and I'm sure it was good and all. But why don't we do something more exciting? The clamor of the group is starting to get to me, so I focus on Masato's statement. What do you successfully try? You pick something, man. Thanks. Delegation at its finest. Right. Guess it's time to take another look at this map. Apparently we're visiting all the areas. The episode is still pretty short. I keep forgetting this was actually the first one. No, I just meant with Akira. How about the Ferris wheel with Rui? Because I'm pretty sure this one's Rui. If it's Elizabeth, I'm gonna squee. I meant to say squeal. I don't know why the L didn't pronounce properly. There's a Ferris wheel out to our right. Basic, but huge. Looming over the rest of the park. Heights, anyone? Heights is my middle name. My name is Yahiko Heights Akari. I know that wasn't his voice. So sue me. No, it isn't. Either way, a Ferris wheel may be our best choice. Might calm some of us who are a little overexcited. She sends a stunted glance at Akira, who is currently sprinting to and fro, wildly flapping her arms and snorting. I'm a dragon! I'm breathing fire and I'm flying! I'm a dragon! That's just so adorable! Oh! Oh! Sorry, I don't know what came over me with that. I just imagine a little kid. It's just like holding their arms out. Just being like, wee! I'm a dragon! Okay, anyway. Maybe there has been 2 minutes excitement for the day. Everyone seemed to look forward to taking a breather. Right, Fierce Wheel it is. Free clicks and growls a little at Akira, who clicks and growls back. Then thankfully, we enter the Ferris wheel without any more anomalies. The cars are small. Since the Ferris wheel is meant to fit as many of them as possible, they're only meant to fit 2 people. Guess we're paired off. Rubik colors slightly at this. Everyone seems to notice. I pretend not to. I guess we are. Huh. Hey, Cap. Hey, you and Cap should share a car. What makes you say that? Well, you're a pair. What else? Akira! Well, really, if it makes such a big deal. Anyway, I'm going with Masato. She shoots a very significant look at the rest of the group. Oh, of course. Masaki, shall we? I believe we shall. Then I'm with her. Her name is Eri, you know. But I'd rather go with... Shut your gap! There it is. What? Do they think I'm blind? Well, that's settled. It looks like you have no choice but to ride in the car together. The others prance into the respective cars, leaving Rui and me in silence. That was quite possibly the most unsubtle way to get us together. I guess we should board. Yeah. Next time I see Akira, we're going to have a little chat. No, I'm just kidding. Domestic violence and hitting girls are not a good thing, unless she hits you first. Remember that. You know, one suggestion I could make is, at this part right here, make it look like she's sitting down, because she just looks like we're up in the sky and she's just standing up. Anyways, that's not a big deal. Rio and I slipped into the next car, a cozy blue box with blue cushion seats and blue doors and blue ceilings, dressed with a white trim and white wood and white light that says police telephone box on top of it. Rio eases comfortably into her seat, turning her head until she's staring out of the window. After the attendant closes our door, the Ferris wheel begins to steadily chug upwards. Yama! Yama! The serious outline of her voice catches me off guard. I find myself curling my fingers into the cushion beneath me. What? I'm really glad I met you. My heart throbs unexpectedly against my ribcage. Nervousness? Shock? Love? I immediately moved to distance myself from the alien emotion. I know. Who else would be a willing victim of your verbal abuse? Not that, you know. I feel like you don't hear it often enough. I'm glad you're here, Yama. I'm glad I know you. I didn't know that it was possible to simultaneously feel intensely cold and intensely hot. Something about her words is very discomforting. Even while I feel warmth creeping into my limbs. I guess that if I wasn't here, I couldn't be glad, so by default, I'm glad I'm here too. Stupid. What am I even saying? Why do you always do that? Do what? Deflect attention off yourself! Because I'm not worth paying attention to. Duh. Because why would someone as bright and adorable and winning as Rui care for me after all these years? Why is she the one who's glad we're friends when I'm the one who should be saying that 10, 50, 100 times over? I haven't done anything for her. Complained, whined, criticized, complained some more. Who'd really want that kind of friend? I have fun when you're around. I like bickering. I like watching your stupid competition with Masato. Just be yourself, okay? I should honestly admit to myself that I'm touched, but I'm far too awkward for that. Well, I can't exactly be anyone else. Gosh, really love to kill a mood, don't you? It's better than killing other things. Oh, Yama. You kill other things too. You kill my heart with every breathing moment you look at me staringly into my eyes. I feel like our two souls are bonded together. I feel like we belong together, you know, Yama. Come here. Sit next to me. I want to feel your heart thump as I listen to your breath. Such as? Brain cells! So unexpected that it makes me laugh. The atmosphere instantly relaxes at the sudden injecture of snark. We fall into silence after a breeze of humor. Bert resumes staring off the car window. I glance around, searching for another topic. Scenery, boring. Weather, worse. Love life. Oh, bad idea. I idly brush my hand against the window frame. It seems to breathe beneath my fingertips. Say, that's an idea. Okay, I thought that was going somewhere else. I reach my arm until they're touching the other side of the car. Rory turns to me, questions weighing on her brow. What are you doing? Earthquake! Oh, okay. I did that unusually low, okay. My voice slips unusually high and childish as I shove my body to and fro My car immediately begins to swing, creaking metallically beneath my weight. Rui pales and clings to her cushion. Stop that! Stop what? You know, if you shake it too much, we might fall. Fall? Like this? I fake crashing to the side, slamming into the car wall with more force than I probably should. Rui squeaks and instinctively reaching for me. Don't do that! It's dangerous! What? Dangerous? This? I straighten and pretend to fall again, but Rui snatches my wrist and pulls me towards her. My momentum collapses against her. I'm barely able to catch myself against her seat. For a long moment, we stay in silence. I'm looming over Rui, one hand curled on the seat of her head, the other instinctively clasped around her shoulder. Her face is unusually close. At this distance, I could feel her breath, short and warm, rushing against my cheek. Just kiss already, come on. Her eyes, amber, also warm. Her hair, the color of light fire, silky, warm. Everything about her, warmth, comfort. Warmth, comfort, love. Yama? Sorry. I finally come to my senses and plop back in my seat, staring very resolutely out the window. What the heck was I just doing? Rui. This is Rui. Rui Hayata. The girl who's in love with you. Get a grip of yourself. And now the silence is suffocating. So, we immediately pause, eyes cutting between the window and each other. You first. No, it's okay. I didn't have anything important to say. Me neither. Silence again. Do you? We stop again. Awkward. So awkward. What were you gonna say? Just, do you, like trees? I feel a sudden impulse to bash my head into the window until it shatters. Trees? Really? Sure. Sure! They're like normal trees, I guess. Yeah, they are. We drift back into silence. I have something to say. The car's about to stop and they're gonna get off right before they say it. She says it, right? Is she gonna say what I think she's going to say? No. I have a better idea. You didn't even know what I was gonna say. Still, it's a better idea. Well, okay. She seems genuinely annoyed, which gets me off guard. Shouldn't she be relieved? Relieved that she won't have to say anything? Embarrassing. So, what's this better idea? In hindsight, I really should have thought of something before claiming so. Not that I had the lecture anyways. Oh, Yama. Well, I was gonna say that. A simple, crazy idea leapt in my head, and I go for it. Shh. What now? I immediately drop to the floor and I let it crouch, pretending to search for something. Ruth's face transforms as she curiously surveys my action. After a few seconds of pausing, I pretend to yank something out from beneath the seat. Bugged. What? Why? Shh! Agent Hayata, don't make another move. I slowly peer out the window, silently praising myself for the diversion. Looks like Ruth's forgotten what she was gonna say. But, just for good measure, I throw myself to the floor with a yell. Rui instinctively follows. They've got RPGs! Houston, we have a problem! I start shaking the box again as Rui imitates an explosion, tossing herself around. Oof! Direct hit! Commander! Shoots at 23%! I'm a bit busy. Don't mind fighting some sort of alien pretending to kick it out of the car. They have borders? Looks like we're done for, Lieutenant. The only thing left to do. Silence falls between us as we understood the gravity of the situation. Kamikaze! I know this is supposed to be Japanese style, but don't say that. Come on. Okay, I guess this video is also demonetized. Let's give him one hell of a show. You got it, Commander! With renewed enthusiasm, she whips her hands, slamming her hands against the cushion. The car shakes with enemy fire, but she retains her focus. Stay on target! Stay on target! The car screeches with the speed as she hones in at the mothership, right at the weak point. Stay on target! Mister, it's time for you to disembark. We're abruptly linked back into reality. Drew was leaning over the cushion, mashing her hands against imaginary controls, while I'm by the window fighting off non-existent borders. The flush of embarrassment that creeps up my neck is mimicked on Rui's end. Sorry. Really sorry. We creep out of the car, feeling the attendants' eyes weigh heavily on our backs. I probably shouldn't have done that. You know, you do a lot of things that you probably shouldn't do. But there's one thing that you should do. Kiss me! There's a pun somewhere in there, but I can't find it. We could ask Akira. She's the queen of puns. I just met my soulmate. Akira is my soulmate. I am the king of puns. I am punctual on my puns, and hopefully she is not punishing me for all these puns. I swear to God, she must be the queen of everything to me. We grin at each other like a pair of fools we are. And there's our court right there. Yama and Riri are our court. Wait, if I'm the king and she's the queen, doesn't that mean we're married? Damn it! We should meet up with the group. Yeah! Ruri's gaze flits between me and the ground. Yama? It happened in one fluid motion. No, there's still time left. I don't think I want to leave this off here. So, I'm just gonna stop right here for a moment. I'm gonna continue on in the video, don't worry. I just want to have this as a slight cliffhanger, so... yeah. I think either they tripped into each other, or... well, not tripped into each other in that sense where my mind just immediately went. Sorry, I'm a dirty person. Or... they just tripped and hit on the ground and they're both bleeding. Anyways, let's continue. It happened in one fluid motion. She steps forward, gently pinches the edge of my sleeve between her fingers, tiptoes up, and softly, hesitantly, places her lips against my cheek. Then, almost before I can register it, she retracts, cheeks flushing. Thank you! She turns and darts off to the rest of the group. For a moment, I can only stand there, mind completely blank, hand against my cheek. Why? Why would she do something like that? Why? Hey, Cap! If you're done standing around like a goof, we're ready! I think I can fit 3 into this episode. I rushed myself out of my stupor and amble over to the restroom, flashing a fake smile on my face. This first, think later. Where should we go next? Fight Thought Arena is probably going to be Yahiko. Who is left? Eri is left. Maybe that's Eri. I'm going to click laser tag. I like laser tag. Or I like the idea of laser tag. Never went laser tag. Large drum at the center of the map catches my eye. I tap it for more details. Ultimate Laser Tab Center. Tag Center. Brought to you by Luminescent Site Code. TL. Lemniscate? I can't say that properly. Lemniscate. Lemniscate? Lemniscate. 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 And if you're wondering why I did that, if you say it 7 times, you have a better chance of remembering how to pronounce it. Site code. That's the, glasses, right? They're goggles with interactive displays. It gives you stats and targeting cursors and a mini-map, so it feels like you're in a video game. Really? Yeah, we gotta give it a try. And he races off to the laser center without a second glance. I guess we're going there. Thankfully, no one seems to have any objections. We arrive at the attraction without any interruptions. We're admitted fairly quickly. Maybe because our group is large enough to single-handedly create a game. Okay, we need 2 team captains. Hell yeah! Anyone who wants to join me. It'll be great at not only shooting stuff, but solving stuff. Is it gonna be boys versus girls? Join the Harvard Assassination Crew today. Harvard Assassination Crew? What kind of name is that? Well, that's one team captain. Who shall dare contest him? He bellows this out like an announcer of some twisted reality show. I will. It's preferable to following an incompetent leader. Her enthusiasm is overwhelming. Well, the captains have to be selected, so without further ado, let's continue. Captain Kuragane, you may pick your first minion. Rui. Okay, so it's not boys against girl. Well, that was quick. I get where he's coming from. Rui's thoughtful, but can be quick on her feet. She'd be a good selection. At the same time, I don't see the rush to pick her first. It's not like Elizabeth would ever select her. Up for a choice? Hayata is now aligned with the Harvard Assassination Crew. Captain Oshiro, it's your turn. You can pick 2 minions as per drafting rules. Drafting rules? For laser tag? Can't hurt! Oshiro's, the clock's ticking. Lips rolls her eyes but glances between the remaining participants. Misaki! That's Kazehaya for the Resistance! Why the Resistance? What? Why the Resistance? I've always wanted to be part of the Resistance. Kazehaya has joined the Resistance. What, not the Resistance? I'm trying to get her voice back. Okay. But I want to be part of the Resistance. It's up to me to choose whether you're in the Resistance or not. So, it is the Resistance? But not the Resistance! Thankfully, the clamor dies down when Yahiko raises a hand. You might pick 1 more minion, unless you want to give up your advantage. Never! Never! I can't pinpoint her voice anymore, wow. Current nights that getting her here is aching and pulling teeth. She's remarkably engaged in all the activities. I choose! Her eyes pass over Akira and flinch at Yahiko. For a few seconds they flicker between me and Eri. Yama, get over here! Yama! I think this is gonna be her voice. Okay, that's good, yeah. And then falls to silence. For a long moment, all that could be heard is the faint hum of the overhead lights. You're serious? What? You weren't exactly happy with Yama earlier today. I can't pick who I want. I'm the captain. You want him? Not like that. I just want to win. Is that so wrong? No, nothing wrong at all. Guess we better get the show on the road. Hey folks, I guess this is the one with Elizabeth, okay. That's a surprise. Captain Kuragane, your selection. You may choose 2 minions. Well, aren't you playing? That I am? Come on over to this Harvard Assassination Crew. Sweet. Yahiko skips on over, Guri gestures widely to Macedo, tiptoeing to whisper in his ear. For a brief second, he nods. Ah! Ruby, you are a smart son of a... I'm not gonna curse. And the second one is Eri. Eri only blinks for a moment, but at Ruby's friendly wave, she travels to Macedo's group. Which places Kirby on the Resistance by default. It's not the Resistance! So, without further ado, let's get this game underway. Done your gear, players. We'll see you on the fields of justice. But that, Macedo leads his group to snatch up lightweight vests and goggles and dash them into the black room. Elizabeth gestures us into a tight circle, her expression unreadable. Right. I believe it would be optimal efficiency, plus 2 members on assault, 1 on defense, and 1 as intermediary. Misaki, what do you think of defense? Probably because she trusts Misaki the most. Excellent idea. Good. Yuma and I shall lead the assault. Probably because she wants to keep an eye on me. Akira? Leave it to me! Top tier intermediary! Coming right up! What does an intermediary do? As we have 2 members on assault, you'll mainly be covering for Misaki. However, Misaki will generally stay in one location while you run patrols. Gotcha! Mediocre class intermediary, coming right up! Elizabeth clearly ignores this. Instead, she heads to the rack, tossing vests and goggles at us. Yama! Yes, Your Highness. Don't be stupid. Yes, Your Highness. Although, that might prove to be too difficult for you. I feel inspired already. By the way, where's my coffee? Right. We wasted enough time. Let's go. Wait. What about the team chant? We don't need one. She moves to the door. The Akira tugs on her elbow. We can't start war without a chant. It would be a travesty. Apparently, it would be a travesty if we used our time efficiently. Ah, come on. Team bonding is just as important as tactics and individual skill. Fine. But make it quick. Eri salutes her with a cheery wink and gathers us into a huddle. She speaks breathlessly, her eyes shining with enthusiasm. A day may come when the courage of men fails. Quickly, I said. Blah, blah, blah. This day, we fight! Long live the resistance! Ah, heck, why not? Long live the resistance! Let's go, go, go! Deploy, deploy, deploy! Nice heads up display. Cool. We bolt into the dark room in our vest as we're swallowed into blackness. I slip my goggles over my eyes. The interface immediately switches on, providing me with slick infographics and motion cursors. In the upper left, I see team portraits that light up as each member speaks. Looks like site code comes with comms. There's also a map, health count, ammo count, and location notifier. Except, I'm missing a bullet. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It'll bite you in the ass later. Whoa. These are stunning. Oh, I gotta get more. Need one of these. Nothing. Why were we at the school? Presently, a helm washes over the large chamber, and the walls come to live with the image. It's that thing that's supposed to be life. Come to life with the images of Academy cafeteria. Whoa! A live simulation? Lemniscate. Lemniscate. Lemniscate is truly ahead of their time. Let's get our positions. Spread her breastcords. Her face is open in wonder. Seems like she's also a fan. As we head to our places, the intercom cuts in with a mechanical-sounding female voice. I think this is supposed to be GLaDOS. Welcome to the field. Blue team. There's a standard capture the flag game. Speedy thing. Best of one. Your Lemniscate site codes display your health. Let it fall too far, and you shall be disqualified for the rest of the match. You should also note that your ammunition is limited. Use it wisely. As Akira and Misaki split towards our base on the rooftop, Elizabeth motions me to a corner at the perimeter. Ooh, are we gonna make out? Stuff it! This is the way to their base. A quick glance at the minimap confirms her claim. When the game starts, we go together, but cautiously. Isn't it better to attack from two different directions? Who's the captain again? Oh, I see. You do want to make out. Stop it! Bloody gaviling mug! Off your trolley! Stun great ego! I only grin at her as the intercom flickers to life. All players within the team zone. The game will begin in 10 seconds. Cheerio to you, good chap. 8 seconds. I say, this ought to be a jolly good show. 5 seconds. I'm right in that good, am I? Yama! You're called, Your Highness? She pauses for a moment, clearly struggling to keep a hold of herself. You do know why I put you on the assault with me? To make me miserable? Because, for some reason, the tiniest part of me believed that you might actually be great at it. Her words freeze me to the ground. My mind runs blank. I can only stare at her in disbelief. 0 seconds. The match has begun. A high-toned bell rings through the room. Elizabeth turns her attention to the corridors. This is a really catchy tune. Wow. Let's go. She stalks through the courtyard. Even as I follow her, my thoughts are a jumble in my head. Great at it. Great at anything? How could I be great at anything? I can even do anything mildly well. Great? And why would Elizabeth tell me so? The girl who hates my guts. The girl worse whose guts I hate. Why would she say that I could be great at something? Stop! She throws out her hand. It collides with my chest, sending a rush of sparks up my spine. I quickly step back, shaking the feeling off. There. Yahiko Ikari! I turn to where she's pointing. Yiko is seated on an artificial ledge, his gun up on his lap. Whew! How foolish! You won't even be able to shoot back! I guess we better take care of him. I swiftly raise my gun, but Elizabeth slaps my hand. Hold your gun properly! Excuse me, Your Highness. I didn't realize that laser tag had rules of combat. It can only help, Your Excellency, you know. She raises her own gun, her voice lowering to a concentrated whisper. Steady breathing, proper stance. A grip is important, but at a good trigger pull is what can make it or break it. The posture shifts carefully, as if gunning someone down with communication. With laser-like focus, she finally moves her finger to the trigger. One sharp flick of her finger, the trigger clicks, and Yahiko immediately jolts up, hands flying to his goggles. Yo, somebody shot me! Oof. That should have been a fatal shot! Laser tag would be really short with fatal shots. Oh, be useful and shoot something. I obliquely poke out my gun out of the hole and fire blindly. Aha! There you are. Not what I had in mind. Sorry. You have a mind? Shut up and run! Burst through the obstacles as shots sound all around us. Finally, we find an out-of-the-way corner where we pause to catch our breaths. Right. We must have a new plan. That's more... Misaki. Such as? Yahiko is the only person on the fence. And if we pass no intermediaries on our way here, with Masato's personality, it's highly likely that 3 people are on assault. So Misaki will be overrun. They probably have the flag by now. Oddly enough, I can respect her at the moment. She seems to know what she's doing. Well, what does that leave us? We'll have to kill them on the way back. Akira, come in. What's your status? Akira! Right. Their comms must have been shot before they could alert us. We're on our own, Yama. So, what's the plan? You take the red flag and sprint back to our base as soon as possible. I'll hold them off while I can. But that's suicide. She draws her chin up and gestures to the entrance. Then it shall be a worthy sacrifice. Now go! Don't look back! Your passing second is a second wasted. The pulsing warble of laser guns draw closer. I obligingly, there it goes, dive around the corner and scoop the flag into my arm as Elizabeth screams. Long live the resistance! Maybe she's taking this a little too seriously. Well, I guess it's up to me to get the flag to our base before Masato gets back to his. I sprint at full pace, winding through the simulated campus as I hear Elizabeth goading to the other team minutes chasing her. Goading. With the flag in tow, I haphazardly make my way back to base. I've only got so much time before Elizabeth's shot. I'm hit. Looks like Masato actually left someone behind as a guard. That was eerie. I swing around just in time to see a small figurine diving behind cover. Crap, my health's at 50%. At the very least, I still got a few chances left. Admittedly, laser tag would be pretty boring if I followed a one-shot, one-kill system. My grip on the pistol tightens as I peer from my little refuge. I land up. So I don't know why there's something in my throat. I let my aim so that if the guard emerges, I have a chance to take them down first. I can't react fast enough. Neither of those shots hit when the guard darted from cover to cover. 4 shots left, and it feels like I couldn't hit them even if my gun was full. I'm down to 25% of my health, maybe 20 meters away from capturing the flag. After all of Elizabeth's hard-earned work too. Ah, screw it. I charge towards the back table, ignoring the danger behind me. Turning around like that is just going to get me killed. I dive behind the nearest piece of cover as I hear the enemy's laser pistol blare to life. It's down to the wire now. Final chance, right? I send up blindly firing my remaining shots at the figure that's just a few feet away. There's only 3 shots and you use 4 ammo. I call bullshit. The figure drops their gun in defeat as a dead icon pops over them. I'm dead. With that, it replaces their gun on a nearby bench and pulls out a piece to munch on without a second thought. Apparently getting killed doesn't mean much. That was somewhat anticlimactic, especially given how lucky I was to have shot her despite me firing haphazardly. Beggars can't be choosers though. Promptly plant the red flag on her stand. It glows in response, and after a second of humming, clicks into place. A clear high tone brings the game to a close. Game over. Victory to blue. The hell? Please exit the room. But I got the flag. Please stop arguing with the artificial voice and exit the room. The girl's grumbling is prominent, but I notice the dark shapes converging at the exit. Guess I better follow them. It takes a few moments to adjust to the blinding sunlight. Still, everyone seems to be fairly happy. Even except Masato, of course. We're the rightful winners. Well, we would have been if someone didn't go on a wild goose chase instead of returning the flag. I was gonna. As soon as I caught up the trash talker, I mean. Then you probably shouldn't complain. I missed the commission. I noticed that Elizabeth is strangely quiet. I was expecting her to gloat with her victory, maybe tossing a few snappish, better than thou comments here or there. But she's just standing by the map, a faraway look in her eyes, as her lips are pulled into a smile. Well, it couldn't be helped. We're the best leader, you know. I bet Yama took charge. Oh, no. We will let the victory beneath the banner of the wise Elizabeth Oshiro. She got me with all those fancy tactics and everything. To everyone's surprise, Elizabeth blushes slightly and lowers her head. Really? Good job. Thank you. Somehow, the simple words feel like more than a compliment. Yeah. Let's keep going. I'll get my revenge. Oh, I'm counting on it. Thankfully, the conflict feels The conflict feels teasing rather than biting. I return to the map with a smile to pick out the next destination. That'll be it for this episode of Lucid9. Probably in the next episode we'll finish off the music part. Anyways, this has been Tyler, also in this pocket. Peace out. Bye-bye!